What's up everyone, my name is Rosendo, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another video, and I had an amazing idea. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. Something I was supposed to film a completely different video today, but we're going to do something I think is going to be really fun, or not. I actually have no clue how this is going to go. But we are going to get to remix a track that I rated. This is actually really fun. I was planning on doing another video, but I on Instagram, a post by Mitis happened to come up that he is doing a remix contest for his EP, one of the tracks being Wilderness, a track that I actually rated and reviewed. If you saw that video, rating Wilderness by Mitis, I said it had good things going for it, but didn't have a lot of progression, didn't have good there were a lot of things that I said about the track that I just said, hey, you know what, this is like an average 5 out of 10 track. Did I give it a 4? I don't think I gave it a 4, did I? I can't remember. But that's not the point. I thought this would be a really cool opportunity to, you know, put my money where my mouth is and say, hey, you know, I do think my ratings are pretty objective, but the question is, okay, I'm an artist too, you know, what would you have done differently? What would you have done with this track? You know, had you had these vocals, what could you do with the track that would kind of boost the rating? And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We are gonna do another 1 hour challenge. It actually doesn't have to be an hour, but you know, I've done a 1 hour challenge before, and it's almost April, and I just found out about this remix contest, and I think so I'll probably have a little bit over a week to do a track, which will probably be the fastest I've ever done a track if I want to submit it for the contest. So today is March 27th. I think I need to get this done by April 26th. So we're going to do a 1 hour challenge where we remix this track in 1 hour, get the foundation, like if you saw the original 1 hour challenge, which actually turned out to be my track Atomos, get the foundation of the track, see what we can do. I'll probably touch it up on my own, you know, later next week, throughout next week, I should say. But here we have another 1 hour challenge for you guys. We're remixing a track that I rated, that I gave insert rating here because I don't remember. And this will be really fun and a good opportunity to kind of demonstrate what different artists can do with the exact same stem with different vocals. So I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know how it's gonna go because, you know, I'm saying this before I record, but let's give it a shot, shall we? Let's you know, make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video idea. I'll talk about what I did already. I didn't prep anything in advance, but I prepped some things. So let's get to it. I'm really excited for this. Make sure to like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop into FL Studio. All right, we are in FL Studio. I have my wireless mouse. I have my water bottle. I have the Mitis jersey. And we have nothing on here except what I've already prepped. If you saw the first 1 hour challenge I said the only thing I didn't get to do that I wish I had time for was find the root notes of the chords, but I didn't get the root notes of the ARP. That can sometimes take a while. So the only things I've done, as you can see, this is a completely empty DAW, right? I spent a little bit of time on this. I opened this today. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. The only thing that I've done are get the vocals aligned, 140 BPM, get everything in the right spot, and just get the chords of I heard a piano in my head. There's a piano on the track, and just get the chords, the root notes, and make sure, you know, the chords don't change. I can layer everything. So all I've done is get the vocals aligned and get piano chords on top of it. Other than that, we're starting from scratch. I knew that would take a while, so I didn't want to take 1 hour to, you know, time out of the 1 hour challenge to do that. But now we are actually doing it. This is our start. Oh man, 1 hour challenge. Oh, I gotta focus. Yeah, I don't really know. Even the first one, kind of, I started with an ARP, and this time I'm just starting with vocals. So I don't know. I don't know why I just got a little bit nervous. But we'll see. We'll see if I can put my money where my mouth is. 1 hour challenge, Mitis by Wilderness. Oh God. Okay. Ready? Recording. Check. All right. I guess there's no point in putting it off any longer. 3, 2, 1. All right. What do we have? First thing I might do is this. I actually don't mind starting the track like this. It's probably a big no-no if you're making a remix. Why would you start the track the exact same way? But win or no win, you know, I'm showing and demonstrating what I would do. And I like the intro of the track, right? You get the vocals, you get the piano. Pacing is 4 bars. I don't think I'm gonna change that. Actually, I need to experiment with one thing. See, this is an example where you really need to take everything into consideration because the vocals are, there's potential here, but no, I actually think 145 might be okay here.
Evergreen, where did you go? I need to breathe again, breathe again. Wow.
It takes, oh, this is tough. This is a very tough decision.
Coming back, wide awake, tracing your course.
I actually think we're gonna go 145. The original track kind of really has the vocals kind of doing most of the work and the carrying, which is actually something I think I critiqued it about, because when you have empty vocals in future bass tracks, it's like, okay, you know what, the tension's on the vocals, what are we doing with it? And it's nice that it's slow because the vocals really bring you forward. I should not be spending time, it's 2 minutes already. But with 145, it kind of pulls you forward a little bit more. So we take vocals that, you know, I don't hate, but when we take it to 145, it just gives it a little bit more pull and just kind of movement. And kind of the piano really kind of hits a little bit more. All right, so are we starting the track the exact same way? You lose a little bit of that tension already in the start, but maybe we'll sacrifice it. No, we're not going to sacrifice it. I'm going to do it the proper way because, you know, you have a good intro. You have that start. There we go. Now that piano just kind of, it feels more emotional. There you go. It kind of like, it's slower. The vocals are, there's more attention to the vocals. What can I do with this? I hate myself. I hate myself. Why do I say that? Because I hate myself that I can't resist adding strings to everything. Pause. I'm pretty sure I didn't save that too. All right, let's pretend all I did was add the strings back, and we're gonna resume the stopwatch. I don't know why FL Studio crashed. And that's actually a good thing because I was kind of getting carried away trying to find the perfect string sample and trying to make everything perfect. No, it's about adding the foundation here, and I probably would have spent a lot of time on this. So let's not do that. Let's remember that this is a 1 hour challenge, and that's all I'm doing here. Let's color it because I'm giving myself a grace period. All I'm doing here is I am getting the foundation in. If I were committing to this 100%, I would probably change the melody and the string sample, the sample, and the bass notes and a bunch of other things, but we're not doing that. I'll probably start the stopwatch right now that I'm going to take a listen to it. All right, where were we? All right, lock in. Oof. Saving.
Evergreen, where did you go? I need to breathe again, breathe again. Wow, evergreen, I need to know if you're coming back, coming back. Whoa,
kind of getting those strings right when that vocal comes in. It gives it more, it just adds so much character. Very dry, needs reverb bad or something. It's not there, but there's something there. I think the original might do this. All right, the hard part. We take this, we take this, we take this. And let's see how much time I spend here. Ideally, I would just find the exposition sample here. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
I've been waiting all this time to finding my way back home. I've been waiting all this time to
Oh, you know what? You don't need all that. This is where the patterning really matters, where you start to play around with the rhythms. 1/8 of different vocals will ride.
find my way back home. I've been waiting all this time to make it back to paradise. Finding my way, waiting all
That's what you want.
time to make it back to paradise. Feel the sun, waiting all this time to make it back to paradise. Feel the sun from every side and take it in.
It's coming to me.
I've been searching far and wide.
What are we in? C?
The sun from
I think we're in either C or A minor. A minor.
I've been searching far and wide. Following.
Do we just go straight for the? Did you just go straight for the snare? I think so. 15 minutes. Again, the songs don't actually matter, but like it's the feeling that's there, the foundation. That we rise up right here, we're ending right here. Oh, where'd you go from there? I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Northern lights, paradise, coming back, coming back.
I'm not gonna lie. What did I just click?
Coming back, coming back.
I don't like it, but it has elements that I like.
In the wilderness.
Oh, this needs so much work.
In the wilderness.
Oh, there's no chance. It's not coming to me. And this is okay, right? Like, I'm an artist. That doesn't mean every time I hear a vocal, I can make an amazing track, you know, and just make something amazing. But this one's not coming to me. And that's when samples really matter, right? I need some more. The melodies is like, I have no melody. Even the other one, I had like an ARP to start with. Like, there's no... I might scrap this video. 18 minutes.
In the wilderness.
Yeah, we're committing. Super saw. Take this, we 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 take probably this. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. It's just not there. There's no track. There's no track.
In the wilderness.
Can we make a track? Can we make a track?
In the wilderness.
We're starting in the exact same way we started at the most 1 hour challenge. There's no track. Oh, all right, I'm gonna take 30 seconds to think I'm gonna commit to this video. I'm gonna take 60 seconds.
Evergreen, where did you go? I need to breathe again, breathe again. Whoa, whoa. Miles and miles and nothing. I'm on my own. Finding my way back home. I've been waiting all this time.
There's a track.
To make it back to
I hope this doesn't mess up my recording. Now comes the hard part. I don't need you anymore. Is it something? We'll see. Oh my god. Oh, this is a great melody. Maybe you do go F. If I had time, I could make an amazing melody. Oh, there's something there. This is the problem. I got so carried away and we double up the pacing. The problem is you want the next one to be C and you want this one to be something more bland. Now we just change the saws. We need I don't know what we need though. We need something different. Why is this off? You know what? Something like that. But there's no way I'm finishing this in 30 minutes, by the way. Sub fuzz. Mandatory, right. That's where you go. That's what you do. You have to. It's illegal. I think I saw somewhere that it's illegal if you don't. We're gonna do this the easy way. This is pretty good harmonics actually. At least with my headphones. Sub, yep, and mandatory fuzz. All right, we take this, bass, fuzz. Fuzz. Oh, already doesn't clash all that much. Let's ignore this for a second. Oh, again.
wilderness.
That's better. And then do you go here? I don't know. Something like this. Oh, that's why. You do something like this, right? No, what you need is 34 minutes. Like, yeah, you have to leave the drop here, by the way. And then the question is, if you bring the chords, can you add some different type of progression that the original doesn't do? Oh, that's tough. You can't. You really can't. Where's my fuzz bass? That was not the time. Kinda, right? You progress with something that's not just a piano. And then you just... is it free? Is it free, people? Is it free? Is it free? Is it free? Is it free, people? No. What you need is you need other type of like. The problem is. You need something like this at a certain point. Oh, it's nasty. I mean, like, do you ever just... Like, you need a bass, but... This isn't what I had in mind, but... Because what you need this here. That much I know. Like, I'm 100% sure of. Like, I heard it when I had the idea of remixing this track, is that area needs this. So where do you go here? You know what? Even like just... No, there's no progression. Not enough. This is tough. What do you drag? I mean, sometimes you just got trial and error it, right? It needs something. And my brain is running out of steam. 40 minutes? Whew. It needs... Did I ever pull a... But then... See, this is why you need to be working with actual drum samples, though. Because you need to go... What you want is this. What you want is individual stems, so you can go here. What I had over here? No. What you want is like... That's what you want. I mean, do you ever just like... Is that what I'm missing? It was that easy? No. You need something like the strings, and then you need something here. That's actually where you have like... Not what you want. You need so many more layers here, but the progression foundation is there. I'm running out of time, by the way. Oh, where do you go from there? Do you ever... I know what you need, but I'm not adding it. Bass, bounce, green light. We have to get lucky with the sample here. Closer. Closer. Not really, but the idea is there. Boom. You have something in the background going boom, 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 boom. What I've done in the past actually is you go somewhere like this. Oh, what did I mess up? I mean, you guys can see real live what happens when I make accidents. When I make accidents, but they sound good. Maybe? Whatever. We'll leave it in there. It's 13 minutes to decide on a progression. It's just a combination of every track I've made. not even adding this. Actually, I will. And then now you bring it down. Oh, my next track got finalized for distribution. I really thought it wouldn't. Now you bring it down. You see, that's what you do here. And then now you go. Now you let it breathe. What else is over here? Yeah, something like. Oh, the 1/8. That's what I'm missing. That's actually not a bad drop. I heard something here. What did I hear? And now you extend it because that's just what I do. Okay. I failed the challenge slightly. I don't even know what time I'm on. I didn't get as much as I would like, but I got more than I thought. Or I got somewhere I'm not that unsatisfied with. The problem is, since you already had this build up, you gotta change it up slightly. You need some new rhythms. Maybe throw in these in. Oh, and then, yeah, with the extended drop, it leads in, like, a lot better for some reason. And then you go here. Like, you'll need some filters, like, you throw in the mid just to give it an impact, right? You go, what do you go? Where's my fuzz? Where's fuzz? Like, you want that grit, you take fuzz. The fact that I can't hear fuzz means I'm mixed horribly. But that's not the purpose. You high pass this. Boom, 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 boom. And then when you just go for it, it feels a lot better. I could have done that easier. But what do? You get fuller drums on the second drop like you do to get some progression or whatever. Let's do this the easy way. Copy and paste. Kind of takes away from the... Where are my synths? It needs a lot of processing, a lot of side chaining, a lot of filtering, and a lot of, you know... It needs a lot of work. But you guys can actually see how I started a track from scratch. I mean, you guys already saw it, but for the second time. No, again, you gotta be really careful about where you place those. The question is, do you ever extend? I think you do. Now the question is how. Ooh, I kind of like it. Nope. The question is, do you outro? I actually don't mind not outroing. So here's you have a few options. I like the extension. I guess it depends on what you're going for. Like, I should not be rambling. I'm going to take 30 seconds max to say something. If you were a standalone track, you actually might go here, right? You go here and just... Or if you're part of an EP where you're a kind of a filler track, you go there. But if you're a part of an EP and you need some kind of progression to the next track... Like, let's say this is I don't know, near the end and you need a little bit more emotion and you need to start making sure you progress to where you need to be. Kind of go here. Now what you do here actually is I shouldn't do this, but I don't think I'm going to end the track this way, but just for demonstration purposes. How do I do this the easy way? The easy way would be to automate this, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go like something like this. Just going to extend that by that much, extend that by that much. Extend this by like that much, and then extend this over here. That's if you wanted like the cinematic closure outro. Let's say if you're part of an EP and you need to kind of give yourself direction and move somewhere, similar to my intro, my Expression EP, the intro. I actually don't mind ending it right here though. I changed my mind. Ready? I kind of like that. But we do need to lengthen it, I realize. I like it because you kind of get the narrative, and that's the character. This melody of the lead is the character. It's really kind of euphoric and presence. And then when you end it there, it's like a bittersweet ending. But, you know, if you give it that closure, it kind of gives it just a little bit more closure. But it kind of feels a little bit more complete. Like the melody actually gives you the ending you want, not the ending that kind of leaves you hanging and dragging. And up here, it brings you down. The only thing you would do is like... maybe like change up the chords in like 3 minutes. I mean, I can't do anything else in 3 minutes, so I kind of liked it how it was before. Because it's just emotional enough, but it's not too emotional orchestral that it feels like it wants to do something more, you know? How much time do I have? Negative time, what, less than a minute? A little bit over a minute? All right, you throw a crash in here, naturally. Okay, I'll do that later. Let me see what I can touch on. There you go. The 1/8, the half beat, actually on beat. This needs a lot of work. I might just do one thing. I'm gonna go like 3 minutes, like 1 minute over time, people, but that's fine. There's one thing I need to do, which is just layer, just like 2 more layers, honestly. And I'm just gonna pick random layers. I'm not gonna go and find the perfect one. Sure, splice, season 1, splice, synths. What did I use? I used Supersaw Stack, so we'll probably go. All right, I don't have time for this. That's fine. Yep. And what's my lead? Lead layer. I don't like it. I don't hate it. And that's it. That's all I'm doing. But I definitely wanted to touch it up a little bit more. And I think that's it. Let me just listen to it just to make sure. That's it. That's actually. And that's it. Time. Yeah, a little bit over, but that's fine. All I did was add those lead layers. I'm not changing anything about the arrangement. All right. I could listen to this. I'll probably put in the, I don't even know if I want to put in the full thing. I'll probably listen to it while describing a few things. I'll put in both. I'm going to listen to it while describing kind of why I did what I did. And then I'll just play the whole thing uninterrupted at the end for the outro. So let's listen to it. Why do I do what I do? What are the progression principles? My camera, oh, it's actually dead. Can I survive 12%? Let's do it. All right, soft piano to start. Again, you get the atmosphere. 12% on my camera. Piano, but with this vocal melody. Same thing, you extend it, 8 bars. And when you get a different vocal melody, one that kind of just drags out longer, you get the strings to drag out with it. Same thing with the piano, it still fills it in, gives you the emotion. Drop. You get 1/8 on the super saw, on beat on the hi-hat, vocal goes ba 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 ba. The vocal kind of hits different rhythms, so all of them combined gives you something. But then you get progression. The cutoff opens and the drums come in to actually give you the sense of the drum rhythms, but they throw in a little bit more. That's why they're off beat instead of just on beat. There you go. And then we're big here, right? You built it up to somewhere that where you want to make it big, so you're progressing forward. Lead comes in, 1/8 is still on the pluck. Lead is bum 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 bum, as opposed to the 1/8 on the super saw. Standard build up here, but you definitely want it to sound pretty full, which is why I like this one because it has a lot going for it. It kind of gives you, since you built it up and you're not coming down, you want it to just kind of peak, give it a little bit more good, 10% on my camera, into your drop. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Crash, maybe. 10% on my camera. This needs to be halved. Down, but with the strings again to give it that pull. And then you just need that, you get the progression. You get the same vocals, but with boom, with that over it. String also still pulls it forward with the piano. Hi-hats, yeah, you could commit to, you could not, maybe. I kind of like it though. You get different rhythms here, especially with what you already heard earlier at 9% on my camera. I actually don't hate it. Keep going. You emphasize something different. Paradise, that way you can sunbenouters and take it in, boom. Kind of pulls you forward more with a hi-hat, but definitely this you have to incorporate better, but you could. And I begin, bam, boom. And since you already brought it up over here, but this area was focused more on the movement, when you bring it down, you let the track breathe. String for the extra touch of emotion. And then you go into the drop. You can incorporate this better, but it's there. You go back to kind of very big again after you brought it down into your second drop. But again, you let it drive through since you went down, up. You could go down again, but you let it drive forward by staying up here. You were already up, you went down, you went up, and then new climax. I don't know, if you went down, not only A, would it sound too similar to here, but B, it kind of kills that sharp addition you just added. Like, you already had the kind of the contrast of the down and up here. You don't need to go back down again and add more contrast. I think I'll survive. And here, like I said, you could have gone a lot of different ways, but you emphasize the pluck, you emphasize that beautiful pluck, and you let that play out, and you just kind of, you live with the track, you live with that nice feeling. You end it that way. And there you go. All right, 6% on my camera. That's about it. I'll play this track. I'll do the outro right now, but after the outro, I'll just play this track beginning to end so you guys can hear it without me talking over it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I had to rate this, I mean, I would need to touch it up a lot, but we're probably looking at a 6. We're not looking at like a 7 or anything. But you get good progression, you build some good things on top of good elements, you do some good things. If you touch this up perfectly, I don't think you get a 7, but you maybe I think you get a 6 somewhere here. But yeah, that's kind of what I would do differently. 5%. That's kind of what I would do differently if I were doing this track. I would definitely add some more progression. You start to add different character and you play with the vocals in different areas. You emphasize this really nice melody that, kind of makes it feel a little bit bigger versus the other one. It's kind of just very future-based, generic, like, hey, future-based, it sounds good, but, it doesn't really give anything more unique to it. Especially with this, like, more of a future-based melody over a melodic dubstep track. There you go. Again, you really move forward, you add the progression, you bring out different elements of the vocals and the rhythm, something I talk about a lot in every track, and it's pretty much something I exclusively do. That's what I excel at, that's what I like, and I really like when tracks do that, and I'll give props to tracks that do that, and that's exactly what I did here. If you want more info on that, check out the Nurko Longest Night video. It's probably a really good example of kind of bringing out certain elements of the rhythm, but I hope describing this actually lets you guys see and hear what I mean when I say that, 1/8 here, 1/4 here, vocals go up and down and all these things. So that's kind of my thought process here. That's where the intention comes from here. Again, that's about it. My camera's about to die. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know what you guys would do. Let me know what you guys think about this versus the original. I still like the original. The original is good, but this is just my take on it. Like I said, I rated that track. I thought it'd be interesting to remix that track and see what I would do with it. Rough idea. Maybe I'll finish this and submit for the remix contest, but it needs a lot of work, and I'm not the fastest producer. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you liked it, if you disliked it, all that other stuff. Let me know, leave any of your thoughts down below. I think that's about it. Leave your thoughts down below. This is a remix, so, nothing we need to discuss, no topics, but we did talk about the progression and things like that. Leave your thoughts on the progression and things like that, how you would take a stab at this track, maybe. That would probably be a good one. Let me know how you would take a stab at this track. What would you do differently? But other than that, that is about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. What's up, everyone? Post Rosendo here. I just wanted to make a quick note about this video. The only real quick thing I want to mention is I actually don't think I'm going to end up developing this into a full track because I have other tracks I want to work on. But number 2 is, I like the kind of some of the things I did, but I'm the type of person that really likes to dedicate all my kind of everything I have to a track, and I need to make sure I thoroughly enjoy it and have my ideas and my creativity and my intention behind it before I develop into a track. That doesn't apply to every single track I make. Some of the tracks are more for fun, but this track I made just because I could. I made it, it was a very interesting video making it, making a remix of a track that I already rated. But when it comes to fully committing myself to making this a full track as a part of the remix contest, I don't know, I don't feel fully committed to the idea. I feel like I like aspects of it, but probably not something I would make on my own. And if I weren't remixing, remixing it, probably wouldn't be vocals I would use and make a track this way if I weren't remixing it. So I do like some of the things. I actually do think I'll probably kind of dive into this track later, if I wanted to make a full track out of it, probably with other vocals and just kind of take the things I already made, melodies and sounds. But I just wanted to mention that I like the foundation. I like what I did, but I'm not fully committed to the idea. I'm not fully committed to making a track out of this. So I think it's just going to stay as a 1-hour challenge, and I won't end up making a full remix out of it. But that's about it. So with that being said, let's get back to the video.